listening to Raconteurs News. It's 2018. I fucking said 2018, didn't I, instead of 2018. Like a wanker. This is live radio, people.
What the BBC tell us isn't what the government want us to believe, and just think of that, and, think about who benefits, because at the bottom of everything is somebody benefiting from something somewhere. And there's one thing for sure, it fucking ain't me, and it ain't you.
And it's happening again. 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 And it's happening again.
It's down to us then to sort it out then, isn't it?
You get a dog, or a wolf, or a spider, or a snake. How can you get a snake to be the same species as a dog? It's easy. You call the species that bites you.
Weird.
That bites you.
Yeah. Right.
That bites you.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a choice. Yeah, you've got a choice.
But
Do you want a punch in the face or a kick in the bollocks?
Jesus.
So what did you want to talk about?
Bollocks. Yes. Jason's bollocks. No bills of exchange.
That's how much I'm interested in fucking cricket.
Well, you'd have to have a modicum of intelligence, would you see, Billy?
Exactly.
All they're thinking is,
Which one of us are you going to propose to this evening?
A lot of men who don't have sex.
Yeah.
I love that intro, man.
Do you know, I didn't see it because it's fucking froze on here.
It's and the song, man. Every time I hear the song, man, I hear more and more. There's some great lyrics in that little tune, man. It's fucking brilliant, man. What? Jason's bollocks? What?
Yeah, Super Leads there. You get to hear Super Leads. There's dulcet tones from right back in the day, about 2018, I think. Well,
Right.
it would have been because it would me to. I think it's Heath did that anyway. Clicked a load of bollocks together from show. So on there you hear Super Leads. You hear me, AD, Webby, and Andy. Andy's on there as well. So
No way. Is he? Yeah.
So, anyway, good evening. Welcome to. Oh, fucking looking over my glasses like an old teacher. Welcome to Raconteurs News on Tuesday, it's the 15th. It's the 15th of November 2022, in case you didn't know it. But yeah, good evening. My name is Jason Holmes. This is Raconteurs News. And with me, I've got my sidekick, Jimmy Hagan. Good evening, Jimmy. Are you on good form this evening?
I'm in great form. It's great to be back with my sidekick, Jason Holmes, Keep it in the family. But
You feeling a bit under weather, mate, have you?
Fucking brutal, man. Brutal. We had some visitors over. The family was all over. I had family over from England and family over from America. And incidentally, the ones from England brought their fucking Omicron variant with them. Affected everyone. Even my mum, little cunts, right? So we're all sick, right? I was in with my mum. I couldn't go inside because I have to be careful around her, because she's getting to that age. She's 80 years old, and I have to be careful. Even though she's been infected with something, I'm not going to double infect her because whatever it is that's going around, you can get infected twice with the damn thing. So, but curiously, my brother.
I don't want that fucking. I don't want that again.
No.
It is, fucking stop away from that. That sort of gives me because I'm on verge of going up to see Super Leads again, but I've still got that little bit of fucking worry because last time I went up and I came back down and I was fucking death's door. So It's that little psychological thing. So evening Leeds, if you're watching, I didn't get your phone last week. Phone last week to try and get on, and I can't. The phone just doesn't work. It don't work at all. It's a fucking complete nightmare. If you want to come on, Leeds, all just do is just fucking ring me, once ring me, and I'll send you a link through or something like that. I'll do something other than doing it on phone, because doing it on phone is it's no good. It's no good. But I'll see you soon. I promise. I just need to build up a bit of courage to get into my car and get up there. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I've got an hospital appointment. I've got a bone scan tomorrow to scan my bones, see if I've got any bones. So never had one of them before. It's because it's bones, yeah. Or whatever that brittle bone thing is. It must be some drugs they've got me on. You know, for me.
Oh, I've heard of that brittle bone thing. Yeah, definitely. No, I've heard of that brittle bone thing. Not very nice, but I thought that was the thing that it usually affects elderly people later in life. Like, but I do know that young people can get it as well too. It's an awful thing. Like, so.
Well, my wife's on contraceptive injection, so what she has to do is go to have every so often, every couple of years, she has to go and have a bone density scan. It's just to make sure that your bones aren't becoming them bones, them dry bones, as Reggie says in chat room.
Yeah, there's Richard Righteous there in the chat. He's saying, there is coof though, Jimmy. This channel used to be about the truth. Simple question. Where did the flu go?
Yeah, this channel's still about the truth. The problem is that if we speak the truth half the time, and we're on his last warning, so that's why we're not exactly we're lamenting things and saying things that we perhaps would have done before. When we've got his own platform, that is when we'll do it. We'll probably do first hour on YouTube somewhere, and then do an hour or two, and maybe the after as well. Well, the after will have to be on there anyway, won't it? So, we'll put it on soon. And let's say hello to some of the people in the chat room. Richard Righteous, a new name on me. I've never noticed that one before. Mighty Morph as well. I think that's a newish, not newish, but sort of person I've seen before, I'm sure. But it's sort of dipping in and out, I think. Good evening, Kendo, Mascara Snake, Uni Black Sister, Denny, if you're listening as well. Non-violent extremist, that's Tony. Good evening to you. JJ, happy fucking birthday. Happy birthday for what a fucking birthday. It's because I fucking think I'm a fucking one of them like local radio DJs. Happy birthday to Jonathan, who's in the Burns unit today. It's fucking hospital radio. Good evening. We'll play you a record later on in the old fire. Fire. No, it's definitely not. Spanish Chicken. Good evening to Spanish Chicken. David as well. JJ, Richard Righteous, Chris Partridge, brand new moderator in there.
New moderator, is he?
Yeah, I set him as a moderator. Yeah, we set him as a moderator. He's got a T-shirt, hasn't he? He might as well be a fucking do some work for it.
Oh, yeah, too fucking right. Yeah. They were great pictures. I've seen them, by the way. They were really good. Like, it all happened. All those pictures came rolling in when I was fucking having computer issues. So I got to see the pictures, though. Brilliant. They look well on you, mate. Like, very well.
Oh yeah, it looks super. Let's remind ourselves what he looks like. It looks like this. Let me pick the cool. I think this is the coolest one. This one. It's pointing at you. At least there's no fucking horn hands ones. You know what I mean? Because you get fucking people. They do horn hand like fucking that fucking dope on. What's his name? I don't know. People generally tend to do that, don't they? I mean, what a fucking hell. There's no horn hands from our Chris.
Fair play.
There you go. Action shot. He's got an hat on as well, and his trousers tucked into his socks. So there you go. That's Chris's.
The most important thing is that you took your shirt in anyway, at least.
Yes, took your shirt in. I ain't got mine tucked in. Thank God, set mine up to. Also, big shout out to AD as well. If you're there, I've been with AD today. Took him out again. First time I've been out with him since I got ill. So it's been great seeing AD again. And I've done his Rubik's Cube for him as well. I have to do his Rubik's Cube when I go around. You know what I mean? One of his carers comes out and says, "He's messed his Rubik's Cube up again, Jace. Can you sort it?" So I've done that for him.
Come here. Can he not just take it apart and put it back together in the right order like everybody else?
That's cheating, though, isn't it? He's trying to learn it. He's trying to learn it. So, yeah, it's a bit. He can do that, but he's done it before and put it back together wrong as well. Because I've solved it and it won't solve. Because if you pick it and put it back together wrong, it don't solve. So,
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I did once, and I said to him, "I said, have you had this fucker to bits?" And he went, "No."
No.
I said, "You have?" Because I am, honestly. I said, "Oh," and I said, "You have. You've had it to bits." I said, "This is impossible to do. I wrote last fucking bit." I said, "It's impossible to do. It will not solve." And I turned the corner bit. I turned the corner bit, and I actually got it the right way. So I turned one corner piece, and then it had solved. But he says, "No." I says, "Oh, you must have, AD, because it didn't do that itself, did it? And it won't solve if it's done. If someone's turned a corner, that's the thing to do on a cuber is turn fucking corner, because then it won't solve." And he says, "No, I haven't done that." And then it says, "You have." And then I did it, and I solved it. And he went, "Oh, I must have dropped it." So don't drop it again, Ada. Don't drop it again. Good. Evening to you, AD. I hope you're all right, mate. I hope you haven't scrambled that cube up again. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll have to go back. Probably go back Friday anyway. I also wanted to say hello to Paula. I'll see if she's in chat room. I just want to say this anyway because I know she'll listen back. But thanks for the message I got from you the other night. It's always nice to hear from you. I hope everything improves for you really, really soon. And everybody could just sort of like have a little bit of in the thoughts. I don't expect people to be thinking about people. But just have I don't expect people to sit there fucking praying, but just a little thought, a little nice thought would just be nice. Just to Paul, just a few healing thoughts. Healing as in whatever's going. I don't know the ins and outs, but she's not having a good time. But she sent me a message the other day, and I really like messages that I get from Paul. They're always very nice, and always make me smile as well. So I hope you're okay, Paula. And you all the love from everybody here in Sheffield and on our end. And also to Mark Bryce as well. Mark Bryce, who's listening, he's usually in the chat room as Bandit Buster. But he sent me a message tonight to tell me he's not been able to come on. He's been able to listen, but he's not been able to come on into the chat room and take part. So his computer's not working right or something like that. Hopefully you get it sorted soon. So Bandit Buster, I got your message earlier on. I will reply when I can be arsed, really. I'm terrible at replying, Jimmy. Honestly, I'm fucking terrible at it.
Look, I'm the very same as you, mate. Yeah, I have these fucking days. And by the way, Paul, hope you'll be back on your feet shortly. All the best from Ireland here. I don't know what's got Bandit Buster. I can appreciate computer problems. I've been through them like this last fucking week or so don't want to hear about computer problems.
Yeah, you had your own. Yeah, we didn't get you Friday because you've got computer problems, didn't you?
I'll tell you what. It started off so innocuously, Jay. You wouldn't fucking believe it, man. It started off as a simple browser tab crash, and it quickly escalated into a fucking non-booting system. So, what the fuck? But anyway, look, I think that's the universe telling me, Jim, get a fucking new computer.
Yeah. Apparently, Richard Deal is so annoyed he's refusing to use Sanders on his next DIY job. Very serious fallout. DIY. Yeah.
Start.
Somebody else put something as well here. Breaking news. Richard Deal. So the Richard Deal Sanders. Breaking news exclusive. Richard Deal will be not be sending Smarmy Sanders a turkey this Christmas. I mean, is that breaking news? Is it the turkey that's the breaking news, or is it that Sanders has changed his name by deed poll to Smarmy instead of Neil. Who knows? It could. I mean, which is the breaking news? You've got it all here from Raconteurs News. We break it here. We break it. In fact, we fucking close it half at time because last week, fucking, we had that guy on. We had Neil on. Not that twat. And he came on. We were talking about crypto, and crypto, it broke. Crypto has just brought. It's gone, and we'll be talking a bit about that. Well, we'll be talking about that probably about now. As what have you seen much from this this fallout?
A lot. A fucking lot. And this story is bombshell. It's kind of like the story of the century, right? This is the story of the century. There's so many nooks and crannies to explore in this particular story. You just couldn't make the shit up. Like, it's just because it's much bigger than FTX, right? Much bigger. So I'm not even sure where to fucking start with it because, like, to start this story, you got to fucking rewind a few months, man, back to Voyager LLC, and back when I first started coming on with you, Jay, it was like one of the first couple of stories I covered was Voyager LLC, and I think the other network was Celsius, I think, and they were just collapsing at the time, and it was raising loads and loads of fucking questions about who was going to be fucking next. So here we just got the next part of that fucking continuous slow motion car crash, and we're going to get to watch this in real fucking time, and so we're definitely going to be talking about this tonight, and I'm probably going to be saying some things that people in this channel probably won't be happy to hear. And
what's new, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's like we've got to be. We have to talk about this. It's like this is a car crash, fucking car crash, but it's a great thing, and I did, you know. When FTX was started breaking, it was like, oh shit, man, this is it, crypto's fucked. Do you know what? It's probably a really, really good fucking thing. This is probably the best thing that's ever going to happen to us as a people, as a planet. That this fucking FTX is blowing up in everybody's fucking faces. And I'm sorry that people are losing fucking money on it.
Well, I mean, we've got to hang on. We've got to. I mean, that I don't think that's the best thing that could happen in this fucking space. Is that FTX? I mean, I understand what you're saying, but that it is better than it's gone, that it's going, that it's falling down. I mean, this is, again, it's another fucking fiat currency because it's not backed up by anything, is it? Nothing at all. Just by people. It's backed up by what's in people's heads.
It's backed up by people's confidence in it, right? Basically.
Yeah, what's in people, if you're something in your head, if you're confident in it in your head, you know, you're going to invest money in it. But if you're not, and it only takes a little bit of confidence for it all to, like a domino effect.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is turning out to be, it's revealing. What this is revealing is that it's all a fucking scam. It's all a big fucking LARP. And the interesting thing about FTX, really, and this is like the big fucking thing, is its connection to the WEF. Because the WEF have been busy sanitizing their website there during the fucking week of all references to FTX. Like, so FTX were big funders and big players in the whole WEF program, right? And this is the thing that's been bugging me, right? And it's like, I have done some crypto and stuff like that, and wouldn't it be ironic if it turned out that I was funding the fucking WEF to all our demises, you know? And this has been playing on my all evening now today. It's like, you know, because this is the big breaking story, is that this is all connected to the WEF. It's all connected to Ukraine, and more importantly, it's connected to the Democratic fucking Party, right? And this is much bigger than FTX, much bigger. It's like we're watching the downfall of the West. You know, this is why I'm really positive about this fucking big crash, because this is indicating the collapse of the fucking WEF. They're losing this fucking game, and I don't know which criminal gang is taking over, but the WEF are gone, right? They're fucked. Absolutely fucked. Can't hear you, Jay.
Bollocks, sorry.
It's all right, mate.
Ethan's just said you can't smoke joints while you're on telly, you'll get red on. Anyway, what were I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say.
Well, I was talking about the collapse of the WEF. I don't know if that was going to help you remember what you
Oh,
were going to say.
the collapse of the World Economic Forum would be a fucking great thing. Sorry, I thought you were meaning the collapse of crypto was
No,
the greatest thing to happen, because it's easy. That's easy to say when you've got no skin in fucking in game, but
yeah,
we're just observers. But yeah, the World Economic Forum, yeah, I get that. Yeah, go on, yeah, carry on. So
I wasn't always an observer, Jay. I got fucked over a fucking few times with these goddamn cryptos, and that's why I'm so fucking careful of it. That's why I won't promote any fucking cryptos. As far as I'm concerned, they're just an interesting fucking thing that we can talk about. Like, but I will not promote cryptos to fucking anybody. And everyone, I'm going to say, everybody, I would say the very same thing. Be very fucking careful. Limit your goddamn risk. And get the fuck out if you can. That's, and I'm not giving any advice to anybody, but that's just my experience. I got ripped off, man. I got fucking ripped off a couple of times with these goddamn cunts in similar scenarios to what was going on, like with this FTX bullshit, man. Very, very same. They're all at the same fucking shit, man. They're using everybody's fucking money to go and bet on the fucking market, and that's a really, really cool thing. That's a really, really cool little toy, Dad. Like, what? Who's that?
That's Colin. That Colin the raccoon.
He's lovely, man. I like him.
He's been with us since day one. He's the raconteur. Well, not since day one, but he has been with us quite a lot, ain't you, Colin?
He's so cute, man. He's so cute.
He's a twat. He's seen fucking what's his face, Watson. Yeah. So it is a fucking. It is. So is that what's been happening then? So these people have been getting fucking people in a Ponzi scheme, giving them essentially IOUs, which is basically what having some sort of digital currency is. It's an IOU, isn't it? It's IOU 1 Bitcoin, and it depends on what that is worth. It's like any other currency market, really. So it can be manipulated, and that's the way it's been. So is that what you suspect has been happening then? These people have been raking in loads of liquidity and then like speculating on stock market, using that liquidity to. I know there's Almeida. Is it Almeida or something? The other company that's
Alameda, yeah, which was being run by the Fried's dude. His girlfriend was running Alameda, right? That was the trading arm of FTX. So basically, people were investing into FTX, right, and using their fucking exchange. And what FTX were doing, they were funding their sort of like Ponzi scheme through Alameda, using the funds of the FTX users. What they were basically doing, they were involved in what's known as arbitrage trading. Are you familiar with arbitrage trading?
I've heard the phrase, but I'm not familiar with the mechanics.
Right. Well, arbitrage trading basically is a way of companies to leverage differences in price on different exchanges around the planet. So basically, if you were a very, very basic arbitrage trade would involve if Bitcoin was worth 100, you were going to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin on the American market on some exchange, and that you had the ability to see that that $100 worth of Bitcoin you could sell for $120 on the Japanese exchange, for example. So you're leveraging these small differences in price between the different exchanges around the planet, so you're pulling in small.
That's right. I do remember that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was. I did watch something, and it did mention about that what they were doing is it were in Japan. It was more expensive. So it were cheaper to buy or purchase or something like that. It was something to do with the fees and they could get it cheaper in a different geographical place. So what they were doing is buying it here and then shipping it over, sort of thing. But no need to ship it over. But yeah, that's generally what you're talking about there, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's arbitrage trading. basically.
Yeah, right. Okay, got you.
So basically, you're leveraging the differences in prices at various exchanges around the planet. You're buying it cheaper at one exchange and selling it at another exchange where you can earn a percentage profit, like, you know, where it's worth a little bit more. You're talking about peanuts, like, but if you've got if you're moving big amounts of crypto, like, you know, it can amount to a fucking huge amount, like, you know. So this is basically what FTX have been doing, and basically what happened was that they got involved in a trade that went fucking south. And this is what fucking led to the whole collapse, right? So they got involved in a goddamn trade, and the whole thing went fucking south, and their leverage got fucking caught, and they didn't have the funds. They didn't have the funds to cover it, like, you know. So, and that caused a run, like you get on the bank, like, you know, like as soon as people get wind that there's a problem in the bank and getting your money out, people will call
Yeah.
and get the fucking money out as quickly as possible. And when people start to go to get the fucking funds out of this bank, the funds weren't there. They shut down the withdrawals. And I have seen this shit so many fucking times over the year. And what was it? I'm just looking at that comment from James Wingard. Jimmy Hagan knows about crypto what Bill Gates knows about. Bill Gates knows about medicine. I'm not saying I'm a fucking expert, James, right? You know, I know enough about crypto to be a little bit fucking dangerous in that sense. I'm not claiming to be a fucking expert, you know, but at the end of the day, this is what was going on in FTX and Alameda. So they made this fucking bet. The markets were crashing and crashing big time. And they have been crashing over the last couple of months, ever since this Voyager LLC started to go down. And then fucking Celsius then went down. So everybody thought that the next one to go down would be Tether, which is USDT, but I don't think we've seen this fucking coming, and we didn't see FTX coming. But this is only the start of it. Like, an awful lot of these exchanges, they're all going to fucking go down. Binance are in serious fucking trouble as well. The SEC are they're having a huge investigation into Binance. Binance could go down. Crypto.com could go fucking down. They're all going to go down, in my opinion. And if you listen to Martin Armstrong, he's convinced this is the end of crypto. This is it. The Ponzi scheme is fucking over now. So I feel sorry for people who are stuck in it, man. I really do, man. My heart goes out to anybody stuck in this shit. I hope people haven't bet their fucking houses on it, you know.
James Wingard acting. There you go. I wonder who that is.
Your crash is free.
It fucking is and all, isn't it? You can have two fucking price of one.
Well, no, it's not free, man. It's costing anybody invested in the crash bigly. Like, you know, there's people losing their fucking pants over this shit, man.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I've seen it. There's a load of people lost shitloads of fucking money. People lost millions. I've seen the whole thing was. It's not as if it was. It's a fucking Ponzi scheme, isn't it? It's a Ponzi scheme. That's what it turned out to be, and that's what a lot of people who were crypto, shall we say, reluctant, to coin a phrase, but anyone that were crypto reluctant thought that it looked like a Ponzi scheme. It always looks like a Ponzi scheme, and that's what it's turned out to be. It's turned out to be a Ponzi scheme. But what I'm sort of trying to get my head around is that this whole thing that's happened with FTX is it's the first domino. You know, I suppose it's the second domino if you go back to the crash of crypto before. But it's like these dominoes are going slowly and now they're going to go faster. But from my understanding, it was the guy from Binance who said that they were going to sell all their FTT tokens, which was an FTX token, and that started it all. Now, if this does result in the end of crypto as we know it, then surely Binance has done themselves no fucking good whatsoever.
By the looks of it, Binance are already in serious fucking trouble anyway, so perhaps their days were numbered anyway, right? And this is the way I'm reading into it, because it's looking like the SEC have got a fucking huge investigation going on into these guys. And I mean, I've been watching these cryptos for the last couple of years, Jay. And I've been watching, like, I've seen all the fucking horror stories. People were like fucking, they were playing the markets, right? As you would, like a normal trade, like a normal trader would. Like, you know, you'd sort of like buy your fucking crypto, you'd buy it at a low, you'd let it fucking go up, you'd ride the wave up to the top, and then you try to fucking get out before the fucking top. And always when people tried to get the fuck out, what used to go on was the exchanges like crypto.com and Binance. I've seen them do it several fucking times. They'd stop people fucking selling their crypto at the top. This has been going on. This is the biggest fucking scandal, in my fucking opinion, in the whole fucking human financing, right? You know, you're there, you're trying to fucking make a few quid on the fucking markets, and then you've taken on the fucking risk. You've bought in low. You've spent a good bit of money buying in low. You ride the wave up as you fucking do, and then you try to sell at the top. And then next thing you know, you got these exchanges, and they shut down fucking withdrawals. They shut down even your ability to get the fuck out. And I've seen this happen so many fucking times. And I'm not saying crypto itself is a Ponzi scheme in itself. The exchanges, there's something wrong with the fucking exchanges, man. And
but there are. I mean, there are. These things that have happened, right? These are all things that people brought up when crypto when crypto started to boom. We've talked about it on here, not very often, not too often, and which is why we don't fucking know very much about it. But as a layperson looking from the outside, and I've got no skin in this game, it did. I mean, the reason I've got I never invested in anything crypto-wise is that it just didn't seem to, you know what I mean? It would just like your natural instinct was to say, well, this isn't going to work because there just didn't anything. There's nothing there. There's nothing tangible. There's nothing that's, I suppose that's people of our generation think, except Robert, who's put in the chat room, I disagree, Jason. There are crypto coins that have good utility. Now, like I just said, I don't know anything about it. I ain't got no in it. There may be. I don't know. This is, and I just don't. I've got no fucking idea. But every argument that anybody put up seems to have happened. Every argument that anybody says, "Oh, yeah, why are you not going to crypto?" Oh, no, it's this. It's going to fucking boom and bust, and like everything fucking does. Economy crashes and booms and crashes. Maybe this is just like another side economy, and that's what's going to happen. It's just going to perpetually boom and then crash. So it's going to make people wealthy, and then it's going to fucking wipe everybody out. Who's apart from the people that got out at the right time. Whether this is going to continue as a side thing. Again, this is me looking from this from a complete layman's point of view, and I just ain't got a clue. I just want to say something first of all. I want to get a joke in before this goes past, but it's going to his head. Nah, Dinny is fucking. Here it is. Dinny is obviously going a bit funny. Because he's since their last deed, as you can see. Where fucking hell? Where fucking hell were I fucking did I star it? Here we go. There we go. He started to turn to cats, the royal cats, the sexy ones, Kitty. He's commented. So I don't know whether he means the sexy one's kitty, the sexy one's kitty. So it's someone's cat. Is it a sexy person's cat? Someone who calls himself one. So it's the Queen's cat he's talking about. He's going a bit lonely in his old age since she's died. He's getting a bit lonely, I think, there in Forest. He's keeping a forest. Let's stop.
It can be sort of like hard losing one's life and love of their life, So it's obviously been a great loss for Dinny, having the poor old dear pass away. It's such an untimely fashion. She'll be badly missed, I think.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you fucking can't shoot. in ground. Anyway, where is she? Anyway, who cares? So that's fucking yesterday's. It's today's chip paper. Is that? It's Queen being not being here anymore. God bless your mum, or whoever's fucking looking after you now. I don't know, but she's probably looking up at us now and thinking,
looking up.
They never liked us at Raconteurs News.
Oh yeah. She's looking up at us now, wishing she was at the North Pole.
Anyway, crypto.com as well. They were another victim, weren't they? So what's gone on with them? They're crashing. Everyone's jumping out of that, aren't they?
Everything looks kind of stable at the moment, so I think the panic is over just for now. So I think people have a little bit of time now just to fucking make the correct choices and decide what the fuck's going to happen with all these fucking geezers. Because like, if all the exchanges go down, like, how the fuck are you going to get out? You know, how the fuck are you going to get out of it?
Well, you can't, can you? And I'm assuming you can't at the moment. Can you get out of FTX at the moment? Because it's in administration.
Oh no, FTX is fucked, man. Their assets are frozen unless you have access to unless you can go to the Bahamas, right? FTX has been stopped trading everywhere, all over the planet, except for the Bahamas, which is where apparently this Sam Fried fled to, right?
Well, the company were based in the Bahamas, so he's not fled there. He was there anyway. FTX were based in the Bahamas.
They were registered in the Bahamas, right?
Yeah, well, registered then, yeah, but
registered, but you can't fucking do anything outside of the Bahamas anymore. Bahamas apparently is the only place that you can get your FTX out now, or you get your stuff out of FTX at the moment. For some reason, the Bahamas is the safe zone, right? So now, word is this Sam fucking Fried dude, he's being questioned by police. There was rumors and everything that he's been arrested and he's been questioned by police. I don't know. I mean, there was lots of rumors. There was rumors that he'd also gone to Argentina. There was also rumors that he'd gone to fucking Dubai to escape fucking extradition laws. And I was just thinking about it earlier on today. Come here. This Sam Fried dude, he's Jewish, right? If he doesn't want to get extradited, why doesn't he go to Israel? You know, Israel, like one of the countries, they have no extradition treaties with any country in the world. Like Israel would be the safest place. If I was a Jew and I was trying to get away, I would go to Israel, not fucking Dubai. Like, you know, holy shit, man, what's going on there? Is it not safe for him to go to Israel?
But it's America though that's after him, innit? And there'll be a lot of people, there'll be a lot of influence in Israel that have lost a lot of money. So that's probably why. You know what I mean? There's probably a lot of Jewish people with influence in Israel who have lost a lot of money in this, and they'd get him. They'd get him one way or another.
Nowhere safe in the world, like, you know. Once Mossad, if Mossad decide that they want to fucking get you, they'll get you no matter where you are, you know.
Yeah, so he's apparently he's in fucking Bahamas now, isn't he? That's where he is.
That's where apparently he is at the moment. Now, I don't know whether he's been arrested. I have no idea. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of bullshit, and we'll just have to wait for the dust to settle to hear it out. Like, but how much do you know about what was being laundered through Ukraine?
Well, the lottery, aren't they? I know that I saw a picture that had got like it were like all these things that were connected to FTX, Democratic Party, fucking all sorts. Ukraine were in there. They were World Economic Forum, all sorts where they're given billions of pounds to the dollars to these different things. I mean, that just adds another level of intrigue to it, doesn't it? And sort of skullduggery and fuckwittery.
Yeah. I mean, it puts a lot of credence to the idea that's been floated around that this whole Ukraine business was just a money laundering operation for the Democrat Party, right? So, like, they were funneling the funds through America out to Ukraine, The money was getting washed in a couple of Ukrainian banks, and then what was happening to the money was it was being sent back into America, into the to Democratic Party coffers, right? This is exactly what was going on. And this Sam Fried, right? He's obviously he's probably
SBF, you mean?
yeah, a really honest dude, a totally honest philanthropist, right? Philanthropist, like fucking Bill
Yeah.
Gates, right? Obviously, he cares a lot about the animals and about the climate, and
Oh, the
you know
climate. Fucking love
the
it, don't you know?
the usual fucking
Yeah,
narrative.
you can't live in the Bahamas and not love the fucking climate. He's gonna love it. He don't want that to change, does he? Fucking hell.
Honest to God, no. But it's just crazy, man. That I tell you what, my biggest fear is that I've contributed to our downfall by investing in crypto at all over the years, right? And I did. I invested a few quid. No, I didn't invest a bank now or anything like that. I invested a good few quid over the years, and I lost a good few quid over it. Like, similar fucking type things, where you're get involved with these companies who are doing arbitrage trading, and you can earn a percentage or so every day. You earn a small percentage every fucking day, and you sit back and you watch. Oh, look I'm getting fucking rich here, man. This looks fucking great, man, and I'm going to be fucking rich. Like, and I'll tell you what, like what happened to me and what's happened to a lot of people in FTX, you just get fucking ripped off by these fucking cunts when it all does go belly up. It looks great for a little while, but like when the time comes to pay the fucking piper, you know what? You get fucking nothing out of it as an ordinary person.
Eunice Black Sister says, JC, you should go to the Bahamas. You know what, Eunice? I might just very well be going next month. So you will be able to fucking eat your fucking words when I'm fucking broadcasting from a beautiful beach and you are sat in your, whatever you're in, your bedroom, in your tenting, in your fucking, under your duvet, your eider down. So, yes, there you go. I might very well just fucking be there next month. And do you know what? I've been thinking about it. And, the more I think about it, now you've just pushed me over the edge, I think. I were thinking about Tenerife or Maldives or Bahamas. So you just made my mind up. Haha, Jason says, JJ, have you been and done what you were doing? What did you do after going scratch your arse?
Yeah, my stereo decided it was time. It wanted a bit of attention. It's a cunt of a thing because every now and again, like, something happens to it, and there's a sort of like what's called a ground loop. So when the ground loop kicks in, all you can hear is the fucking speakers in the background going bzzz.
Right.
You know what a ground loop is?
Yeah.
I had to go and I just had to get up and give it a kick. She usually shuts it up, right?
So what else has this fucking shit FTX been attributed to? Fucking associated with, shall we say? Because it's fucking everywhere, isn't it? Everything we hate about life, FTX seems to have had a fucking some sort of finger in it, and it wouldn't surprise me if BlackRock were in there somewhere as well.
Yeah. This has been one of my big concerns over the last maybe 2 years, is that this whole crypto thing has just been a goddamn scam, right? To lure people in, get them used to fucking using these digital currencies, and laying the sort of like groundwork for Klaus Schwab's sort of like digital currency. And getting everybody into getting used to buying their bugs with their cryptos and being good little fucking slaves, owning nothing. But you'll be very happy though at the same time. Like, but this is what I think has been going on. Like, I just get the feeling that like we've all been fucking lured into fucking supporting our own demise, and that's why I was saying earlier on. I really feel like fucking really fucked. I really feel stupid now for even supporting it at all in the fucking first place, instead of sitting back and just waiting for it to play out, like, and see where it goes. Like, because it's a highly fucking volatile asset. Like, I mean, look what's happened to Bitcoin this year. I feel so sorry for anybody who was like expecting Bitcoin to go to the fucking
What
moon.
did happen to Bitcoin? Because I've pretty much been out of loop for a long time. I know it lost a load of money, but just how much did it lose?
Oh, it's lost about maybe, it could be up around 60% over the last year or so. I mean, at its last high, it was up around 60,000 plus per Bitcoin, and now it's dropped down to 16,000. I was checking on it there yesterday. It's down to about 16,000. So anybody who bought in over this last year has really, really lost a small fortune. Like, it's crazy. I feel so sorry for those fucking people, man, because they really have fucking. I lost some in Bitcoin, but I'll tell you what, nothing compares to anybody who would have bought in at anybody on the way up from 40k to 60k. Those poor people have been wiped out probably. God knows how many of them have committed suicide over this fucking shit, man. It's like, this is bad fucking shit, man. This is really bad fucking shit. This is not a proper fucking market. It's one of the most dangerous markets. I didn't realize. I learned a lot over the last couple of years about trading and stuff like that. And I have to say, this is one of the most dangerous markets that you could get involved in. And anybody who's thinking that Bitcoin is going to go to the fucking moon, I think you should fucking reconsider your position, because Bitcoin looks like it's going to go back down, maybe even go to zero. I wouldn't be surprised to see. Like, if Martin Armstrong is correct, and he put out a fucking interesting article about there today. Actually, he's put out a couple of interesting articles about what's going to happen with Bitcoin, and he's calling that this is the end of crypto. Now, I think Robert brought up a good point there about utility, about maybe 10-15 minutes ago, and I'd be one of the ones. I don't buy into the cryptocurrency as such anymore, but I do. I'm a believer in the utility of the blockchain. I think it's got great utility when it comes to sort of like a modern way of doing databases. If you want secure databases that can't be fucked with, can't be altered. I think blockchain is a great fucking technology. So I think there's great utility there. And I think as a currency, we need to step back and just fucking rethink it. Like, that maybe the currency, maybe we're not mature enough yet to be using this fucking shit as a currency. Like, but as utility go, as blockchain technology is fucking great, man, because an immutable database has a lot of benefits. Like, and one of the ones, when I think of like what good utility in a blockchain means, if I think about, say, a project like Cardano, for example, which has been it's been built and been sort of like marketed as, say, a modern voting system. So you have a modern voting system, you can do it online, your vote goes in, and that's it. It can't be fucking changed. You can track what's happened on the blockchain, so you can track your votes. You can see that your vote went in and that it can't be fucking changed, and you can follow it all the fucking way. That's what I call great utility, And a project like that, to me, would be worth investing in. Like, but at the moment, like, it's still early days with this technology, so we'll have to see where it goes, Jay.
Yeah. Like you say, this is all opinion. We haven't got a fucking clue what is going to happen. Our opinion is worth nothing. Because there's people in the chat room. They talking about crypto. I've got a couple of comments here. We got Spanish Chicken says Bitcoin has died 100 times. Lol, or so they said. James Wingard acting. James, I like that. You know what I mean? I might like punctuate my name with what I'm doing at that time. You know what I mean? So I could, when I'm sat downstairs with our lass, I'll go, I'm Jason Holmes, smelling farts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jason Holmes on Raconteurs News. Just punctuate what you're doing and your name. So if anybody,
it's like on Star Trek, like Captain's Log. Long. Smelly.
You're good at hospital. You've got an appointment at hospital for a procedure, and this name, and you go Jason Holmes, queuing to have a camera up my arse.
Oh, you're in for the spy treatment.
No, I'm not in for that. I'm not told you it's a bone scan, but I have had that. I've had that a couple of times, and
Oh shit,
so
man.
not
Don't
pleasant,
like
not
the
pleasant
sound
at
of
all. I don't see what I don't see what some people like that, don't they? And I don't see what they get out of it. James Wingard acting. A Bitcoin was worth $7,000 last year, and Bitcoin has been pronounced dead about 250 times in history. Yeah, look, we don't know anything. That's all we're trying to say. We don't know anything. We're just talking here. We're just two blokes talking to each other. I might put it for second hour. I might put thing in, see if anyone wants to come on and talk to us about crypto and what they think. Perhaps Spanish Chicken could tell us, or perhaps James Wingard. Wingard? Is it Wingard? Is it Wingard? I can't see it at the moment. So
Yeah, James Wingard acting, I think it was.
that's it. James Wingard acting. Here's it. Jason Holmes reading out comments. David says people buying
Hey,
space
Pete.
in the metaverse using crypto. So yeah, I suppose it's you're using nothing to buy fucking nothing because metaverse is nothing in it. It doesn't even exist really. Well, it doesn't exist.
It's actually metaverse is fucked. It's like it's going down. It's like even the metaverse is finished. So it's like Facebook is fucked, right? I don't know what's going on, man. It's like all these lefty platforms. They seem to be at the moment being broken up. Like you had like so the metaverse, like they've lost a fucking fortune. Like you had Mark Zuckerberg coming out there recently saying, "Sorry, I got it fucking wrong. I got it fucking wrong." So you got all these investors who invest big time into the metaverse. It's not going to work. It doesn't fucking work, man. Nobody wants to use it, man. It's totally uninteresting. Like to people, obviously they're not interested in it. Like it's like people want to do real life. They
They
don't
just
want
want
to
to do
live.
simple things, don't they? They want that thing in the wallet that they earn. They want that to actually, they like the status quo. That's the problem. Is getting people to change anything is difficult. Like somebody said earlier on in chat room that there's only 1% of the population that have ever had anything to do with crypto. So getting the rest of the population to move to a completely new, different system. This is we've got the same. You got the same problem with crypto, but if governments and all the propaganda and backing that they've got, they're having to do it incrementally to change this because everyone says there's going to be a great reset. The money system is going to be different in future. It's going to be different, and whatever you want to call it, the reset, whatever. But see the problems that the government are having implementing that because it has to be really slow and incremental. So to expect crypto to take off like that, then it's perhaps. I don't see it in my lifetime.
Yeah, you see, one of the things this is one of my biggest fucking problems with crypto, and it's not the actual cryptocurrencies themselves. And my problem with crypto is the fucking internet. The internet is totally unsecured. Everybody thinks that they're safe and they've got their encrypted keys. Oh, I'm okay. Nobody can touch me. My keys are encrypted. I've got my things in cold storage. People don't realize that the whole internet is fucked, right? That everything has been backdoored, all by Unit 8200 in Israel, which are the NSA of Israel. Unit 8200, they have the whole fucking shit backdoored. So everything is fucked at the chip level. So you can encrypt anything you fucking like, but it doesn't fucking matter because your chips are unsecure. Everything is fucking readable. Nothing is secure. So, how can I could never advise anyone that I love anymore to invest in crypto, knowing that I know that the internet is totally insecure. And it's not just, it's the computers, the phones, everything has been hacked at the back door, at the chip goddamn level. They're making the chips out in Israel. Microsoft are making these goddamn chips and they're building the goddamn backdoors into the chips. So, you can't trust any of it anymore. And that's my problem with crypto, is that you can never secure it under the current system unless there's been a whole revision of the whole way we deal with technology, how we deal with encryption and how we keep people say online and make sure data is secured. At the moment now, everybody's data is being harvested by every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry, and you've got Unit 8200, you've got the Russians looking in on everything you're doing, you've got the British looking in on everything you do, you've got the Israelis looking in on everything. Everybody's got everybody's fucking data, everything. Nothing is secure. So how can you trust goddamn crypto? That's my problem with crypto.
Okay.
Rant over.
There you go. We don't like crypto. Yeah, but that's just one man's opinion. I've got no against it. Me, I just don't know about it, and I've never really been interested enough to look into it. All I'm doing is reporting on what I'm seeing, and a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing at the moment is all about this fucking FTX and crypto going to. So, which is funny because I never saw anything when the crypto crashed. I only saw the crypto crashing. I only saw the crypto crashing. That's all I knew about it. I didn't see anything else. Whereas, yeah, look, if you got crypto, look, everybody's got their own fucking opinions. It'll happen. What'll happen will happen. It's got fuck all to do with us. So don't get fucking pissed off with us, because we're just talking. What we have is going to have no effect on crypto. It's not going to. We're not talking it down. We're not saying anybody's an idiot if they've got it. We've all fucking, we've all done what we've done, and own it. That's it.
Well, here's my advice. Anybody who's got anything in goddamn crypto, don't keep it on an exchange at the moment. Yeah.
No exchanges. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, keep it in your wallet. I don't know where crypto is going to go. Who knows? Maybe it might thrive in the future. But if you're going to store it, get it out of those goddamn exchanges, because I'm worried that they're all corrupted. Like, I'm worried that they're all in the same game as FTX. That's my biggest concern at the moment, Jay. Is that they're all playing the same game, and that they're all running funds for the Democrat Party and for the WEF. But clearly the WEF are fucked. They're finished, man. That this is one good thing that's coming out now at the moment, is that the World Economic Forum are on their knees at the moment, and I don't know who's bringing them down, but somebody's bringing them down. It's brilliant, man. I love it. I'm so happy this week, man. It's just and I'm sick as a dog, but I'm happy,
Oh, there you go. Oh, a good way to be, yeah. James Wingard said acting. I think he took offence at me, when I said about that, saying what you're doing at the end of everything, end of your name. I would just saying it was a good thing to do,
I think
Jason looks like he's been backdoored a few times. I don't get it. How do I look like I've been backdoored a few times? Is it because of me bald head or what? I ain't got a tash, have I? Well, I have. Well, twice. That one by a doctor, and not one I met in a fucking cinema.
I hope she was pretty.
Yeah. There you go. There's James. There. Another bit of comedy gold from James Wingard acting over here. He's acting. He's acting up, acting out. I'm cashing mine in and buying some Green Shield stamps. You see, that's not a fucking. I know these things, but they're investments that some people fucking swear by. Like not Green Shield stamps, but there's premium bonds still exist. They're investments. You just buy them, and then you fucking buy them, and then they're there all time.
I'll be back in just a moment, Jay. Okay.
All right, mate. I'll just read out a few of these comments. Beeb Roboto. Good evening, Beeb Roboto. Got out of Britain ages ago, out of the UK, and currently resides in foreign lands on foreign shores. Beeb Roboto says the current system will be overthrown. The harlot, in brackets, whore of Babylon, will be replaced by the beast, in brackets, which is the light of all new age Q types talk of. The new pendulum swing is to the right. I agree, yeah. The new pendulum swing, yeah. On the whole, it's all going right. And it's also the craziness of the left is turning everybody right, isn't it? It's just turning everybody to the right, because You know, the left's just fucking imploded on itself. It's just gone nuts. It's gone fucking crazy. It's just gone fucking crazy. I was looking at Just Stop Oil as well. Oh, I'll wait till Jimmy comes back for that because they're fucking right idiots. Let me just read it. Kitty says, oh, all right, my son, longer illness, just me a few days. They had the other thing. Damn right, the grow magic makes us heal, not the fucking doctor who likes to practice on us and who doesn't know shit. Tend to agree with that as well. I've had terrible fucking, just especially recently, I've had such fucking bad experiences with NHS. And yeah, it's all engineered, yeah. It's all engineered. We're fucking all engineered so that we're all going right. And then before we know it, boom, we've got fucking jackboots on us. Jackboots on us fucking, on us through it. On us through it. Bitcoin in GB pounds today. Current price 14,169.79. Change 2%. So up 353 today. Right, there you go. So my hammer level is there, just showing it is quite volatile, that market, isn't it? If it's high today is fucking 14,351 pounds, and its low is 13,816. That's quite volatile. See what Lado says about that. What does that think about this? I think this is quite volatile. I don't know about you, but current price of Bitcoin today, 40 in British pounds, 14,169, and today's high was 14,351, and today's low was 13,816, which I think in one day is quite volatile. I know it's proper, the trading all the time, aren't they? So it's not like a trading bell rings and.
See, this has always been the thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is well known for actually having corrections of 80%. You know, it's like I don't know how many times now I've seen Bitcoin drop 80% over the course of say a week or two. This happens like way too often. So, and I know people like to spout Bitcoin as a store of value, like, you know, but when something can fucking drop 80%, how can you call it a store of value? You know, it's like, you know, at least with gold, like, you know, I think we're all fairly well aware that gold is like probably grossly underpriced, and it's suppressed. Like, it doesn't change that much. You get like small fluctuations, but come on, like Bitcoin, a drop of 80%, like, and this is normal for Bitcoin. Normal, like you can't call that a store of value because, like, you know, you could throw your fucking funds in there and say, oh, okay, it's great, and then wake up tomorrow morning, you've lost 80% of your fucking value. Like, you know, no, it's like there's something wrong with this picture, you know.
Yeah, it does. Well, fucking hell, look at that guy. Look how much he's lost. That I'm sure he's not fucking going hungry or but you know, he's gone down. What is it? Down to below $1 billion, and they got something like 25 billion.
Who are we talking about here, Jake?
That's what's his face? That LB and what's his name? From FTX.
Oh, Sam Fried is that's their
Sam Backman Freud.
SBF, right?
Yeah, SBF, yeah. That's him, yeah. SBF will turn it.
I was watching some great videos of him today, like, you know, from a few years back, about like how such a good guy he was, and how his whole mission in fucking life was to just give away everything he got to the people, you know, just give it away. And they had him pictured in front of his house and in front of his car, and he says, "Where's your car, Sam?" He said, and then he pointed over to a Toyota Corolla, right? And the interviewer said, "Why don't you have a Lamborghini or something like that?" He says, My needs are modest, you know. I'm happy with a Toyota Corolla. It's like, you go fuck off, you bollocks. Like, you know, nobody who's fucking worth as much as he is, like, would have a fucking Toyota Corolla. Like, well, give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah. I think that's what fooled a lot of people, weren't it? Because he was supposed to be this real philanthropist and the world's most generous billionaire. I think I saw a video, but these were all fucking obviously the amount of money they were spending on getting influencers to promote the products. I mean, they were paying one guy $500,000 fucking dollars a month to promote FTX. You know, and then you know if you're an influencer, so there's been loads of FTX, not FTX.
And that's a whole fucking other nest of vipers, these fucking influencers. And I'm having a serious problem with these internet influencers at the moment, man. Even some of my most trusted fucking sources. And I've slowly come to the conclusion that every single last one of them are compromised. Some of my most trusted news sources, I don't trust anymore, Jay. And lately, I've just gone. I flamed the fuckers. I've flamed the fuckers on their channels lately, and that's not like me, not my trusted news sources. But clearly, something's wrong. It looks to me like all these new global world leaders have been. They know now that like nobody's listening to the mainstream media. They know it, and their new strategy is right. They know everybody is starting to listen to online influencers and people who seem to have developed a bit of trust with their communities online. And now what seems to be happening is that these influencers are now being approached and they're being paid to deliver content with a particular goddamn slant. And I'm at the stage now where I've dumped nearly all my fucking news sources because I can't rely on them anymore. I don't believe anything they fucking say. And it's not just because I'm listening to them. I'm listening to their rhetoric. I'm listening, and like people that like, say for example, like the Duran, who I used to trust implicitly because they were always impartial. But lately it's all been just a pro-Russia narrative. And I'm just thinking, hold on a sec. This is not your usual fucking style. You don't normally do this. You normally deliver your content in a nice, even, well-balanced way without getting too fucking tied up on one side or the other, you know. And you know what? It's really pissing me off. I've dumped all my fucking news sources almost, and I've kind of left now with just one or two people that I still kind of trust, and they're not big channels, like, you know, and so. Yeah, we Houston, we have a problem, like, you know, when it comes to online, you know. I think that's why I'm starting to prefer small little channels like this, where we just talk about shit that we want to fucking talk about. We don't want the fucking propaganda, like, you know, and all these fucking big influencers online, especially the bigger channels, they're making a goddamn fortune. They're paid off. It seems like they've sold out, and we're going to have to fucking develop new sources and.
There's fucking tons of them, isn't there? There's fucking tons of them.
Yeah.
Did you? What's that? This is the second person who's mentioned Poland tonight. Lowlands Peter said, "Meanwhile in Poland," and I got a telegram message from him. Not a telegram, a text message. He don't use Telegram anymore. He's rather too posh for that. But he's text messaged me tonight and said that something about Putin bombing Poland. I've not heard anything about.
No, there's been a lot of rhetoric over the last month or so. Like I think it was a couple of weeks back. Remember that Polish girl that I played about 10 minutes of audio from, where she was talking about the new laws that were coming into Poland, getting the people ready for possibly nuclear attacks, possibly chemical attacks, possibly. Do you know what? I'm starting to come around to the idea that nothing's going to fucking happen. This is all just fucking drama. We've been led a goddamn merry-go-round, you know, and it's like you get pumped with fear porn. Everything is designed to keep you in a state of fucking fear and keep you in a state of fucking dismay, right? And I've just come to the conclusion we should not be buying into any of this bullshit. Like, I think Dinny is right. Nothing's going to fucking happen, right? Nothing.
Nothing is going to happen.
No, nothing. It's like,
This is what happens. It's called fear porn. It's just
yeah,
this over and over again. It's
yeah.
a cycle. It's cyclical. First of all, you're going to die of illness, and then you're going to die of nuclear war. Now you're going to die. They're trying to. It's more now. You're going to die of climate change. I was looking at Just Stop Oil earlier on. They've been fucking disrupting shit everywhere. And I had a look on Wikipedia, and the fucking. Have you seen who funds them? Fucking. Who they're funded by a fucking woman from oil industry. A Getty.
Say that again. Who funds? Did you who funds them?
Yeah, Just Stop
Oh,
Oil.
who
Yeah.
funds them? Who funds them? Right. Yeah.
Fund. They're funded by. Is that better?
I thought you said who funds them. I said, who's this? Is he from Africa? I've never heard of him. But yeah, it's like what was I going to fucking say? It's like it's all designed to fucking keep you corralled into this state where you don't know whether you're coming or fucking going. Keep the fucking fear on. You keep.
Well, this is the thing. Here's another fucking reason for, and sorry back to everybody who's got fucking crypto and that, but here's a good reason for to fucking hope that Ethereum fucking falls down. Is because Just Stop Oil. They said they get all the funding through donations. They get cryptocurrency,
Ethereum.
Eurytherium.
Ethereum. What's it? EUTHERIUM.
Youth.
Where are we?
Eurytherium. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. So they get that's what they get. So if you fucking and more traditional fiat currencies, this is from Wikipedia. So yeah. So if that goes down, then their funding will be coming down. But Aileen Getty is a donor. A donor to the group has been Aileen Getty, a descendant of the family which founded the Getty Oil Company in response to the Climate Emergency Fund, stated that Getty did not work in the fossil fuel industry herself. So they're getting the money from fucking oil anyway.
Yeah. I just remembered what the fuck I was going to say a few minutes ago, and it just totally slipped my mind because you remember about this fucking oil and gas crisis that's going on in Europe, right? This crazy thing where there's going to be no oil and gas. It turns out, right, their coffers are fucking full. They've never had so much fucking. Germany's have never had so much in their reserves ever in their fucking history. They're absolutely chock-a-block with goddamn fucking oil. So where's the fucking price hikes coming from? There's no fucking shortage, man. You know, no shortage whatsoever. You know, it's like it's all fucking bullshit. Like all bullshit, man.
Yeah. It is. It's all fucking bullshit. And who called the fucking crypto something like urethra? Isn't that your fucking Jap's eye?
And there's some odd names out there. It's just like, how do you trust urethra? It's like, what is that? Like, is that the fucking exit point for your urine?
Yeah, urethra. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's a crypto, so get your money in it. This is financial advice. Get all your money and put it in the FTX fucking. I bet they're still fucking accepting. If anyone's obviously nobody would be, would they?
Yeah, well, sell the house, sell the whole fucking lot. Get in there, man. Pump it and dump it.
Pump it and dump it. Remember that Russian truck and ammo that had been captured, as have Ukraine's. So it's easy to send some of those ammunitions and trucks to show being the aggressor. Okay.
I see that. I see Aidan Astlin was in the news there during the week as well too. Do you remember Aidan Astlin?
No, who's that? Who's Aidan Aston? Thanks for that, by the way,
Ast-
Honda. I'm sure somebody else show it. So I didn't read it very well. Go on, mate. Who's Aidan Aston?
Aidan Astlin. He was the British merc who got caught in Mariupol. I think I played a video of him one night. He was singing the Russian national anthem, right? But he got released there a few months back, along with in a prisoner exchange, right? And so he ended up back in England, and it turns out now he's going back to Ukraine to do humanitarian work, right? So he's been taken out of the game. He said, "Look, come on, man, why don't you just spend a little bit of time with your fucking family? Forget about going to wars. You've done your time in Syria, you've done your time in Ukraine, you just barely got out with your fucking life, and now you're going to go back and do humanitarian work? Humanitarian work for fucking who? And what sort of humanitarian work are you going to be fucking doing?" It's like, I don't know, just crazy. But it was just crazy to see him back in the fucking news and him going out to Ukraine again. It's just like, you think you just cut your fucking losses, man. You got caught, you nearly got fucking killed. Look, just spend some time with your family now. I'm sure maybe they don't want to have anything got to do with it. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. By the way, do you know what a Mandela effect is?
The Mandela effect is a kind of like, it's an odd effect. I've heard about in reference to, say, for example, there was one particular story about the Mandela effect that I heard, like, where apparently, like, back in the old fucking days, where one of the James Bond films, like, with the big guy and the little girl with the braces in her mouth, and the big guy Jaws, right? And apparently in the latter films, like the little girl with the braces, she didn't have braces anymore. So what they say is that, like, somehow time has been fucking changed, and that, like, the way things happened, like, back then has been altered, and it's like just crazy shit, man.
It's fucking brilliant. I love Mandela effect, mate, and I've found a new one. I will tell you about it. But yeah, I'll just give you a couple of examples of Mandela effect.
Cool.
Right? The ones I remember. Sorry, the ones that I know anyway that relate to British. A lot of them are fucking Americans, but fuck them. So there's the mirror on the wall, which it isn't, and it never was. It was magic mirror on the wall. Well, I always remember it being mirror on the wall. But it weren't. It's magic mirror, and it's not mirror anywhere apart from in that.
Right.
So I remember it being mirror on the wall.
Me too. Yeah. Mirror. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah, and there's that Beatles when they did with a little help from my friends, and everyone thinks that the first line is "What would you do if I sang out of tune?" But it's not. It's "What would you think if I sang out of tune?"
Oh, okay. I'm confused about that one now. I wouldn't know exactly which would be correct now, because I wouldn't have been one of the big Beatles fans, like,
with a little help from my friends, I get by. It starts off with, "What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?" Don't fucking make any sense. I always thought it would do, but then again. Anyway, I found another one. I was watching a Cricket World Cup final, right? And they were it were England against Pakistan. And they were doing national anthems before game, right? And they did British national anthem, and it's fucking God Save the King. I always remember it being God Save the Queen.
That would sort of like resonate with my memory of it, like. So, Camille, is there an example of, like, where it was changed in, say, recent history before the Queen died? Say before the Queen died. Is there?
No. No, it's a joke. It changed because he died.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You know, that'd be my thought either. You know, it's like when I first heard this Mandela shit, it's like, okay, like, so the girl back at the old James Bond movie, so all of a sudden now she doesn't
Yeah.
have breasts. It's like, it's not here CGI. Well, nobody wants to go out with a girl with braces. Everybody knows they're a little bit dodgy, like, so, you'd want to stay away from them, so, it's like, so,
Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because she doesn't have any braces, so.
But if you go and you search that out on fucking line, you'll hear this is a massive fucking topic. This is probably one of the biggest examples of like conversation that's going on online about the Mandela effect. Would be the James Bond movie with Jaws and the little chick with the braces, right? It's fucking everywhere. People are nuts about it, like so. To me, it just seemed logical, right? They've just fucking used CGI and they've just fucking cleaned their teeth up a little bit. So fucking what? Right? It doesn't mean that like history has been fucking altered in some way, shape, or fucking form. Get a grip.
Right, come on then, somebody. Fucking come and shove a rocket up mine and do his arse.
Somebody
Yeah.
coming in, aren't they?
California Dreaming. Oh, God, what is it? Yeah, that's it. I pretend to pray. When I walked into the church, passed along the way, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray is the line, but it sounds like began to pray, or people always thought it would began to pray. And also, I've got a version of that by the River City People and I've got a version of that by the River City People, and they definitely sing began to pray. Definitely. Because when I first saw it, it's not began, it's fucking pretend. Pretend to pray. That's the one.
So what's your idea on this fucking Mandela effect, Jay? Do you
I just think it's really entertaining to look into, and I don't really have an opinion on what it is, or whether it's false memory, or whether it's fucking. I mean, the thing it gets blamed all the time, CERN. I mean, CERN's done fuck all. I mean, CERN, it's the fucking most fucking wet, damp squid of a fucking weapon that I've ever fucking known in my life, unless it's changing things that I don't know. And in which case, it's a fucking great weapon because it's doing it without me fucking knowing. So, CERN gets blamed for a lot of stuff.
Poor old CERN is not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to blame CERN for fuck all now anymore, because they're looking at, like, because of all these alleged power problems in Europe, they're going to have to shut down. It's like, that was I think that story came out there during the week. So they're going to have to shut down because of the energy crisis in Europe that doesn't fucking exist, really. But anyway, look, we'll give them that. They got to keep up the fucking the facade anyway. So look, we'll give them that, right?
Yeah. Well, nobody's come on to fucking give us a kick up ours.
Yeah. There you go, man. I've got to be doing something right, man.
Don't forget to smash that dislike button, says Dinny. Yeah. I fucking look at overnight and I thought, man, that's a dismal amount of, if I were into likes, which I'm not, I don't really give a fuck, but I looked at it and I thought, that is a fucking total dismal amount of likes. If I were fucking really, really into this and wanted to, it to be going right, I'd be hanging myself by end at night. Oh, I've got 7 now. I thought I'm not bothered. I honestly don't give a fuck. But like it if you want.
Yeah, you're better off not getting them, man. At the end of the day, if you get any fucking bigger, man, you'll have Big Brother coming looking to pay you a fucking fortune just to fucking alter the thinking of your audience, man. So you probably don't want to go there.
We've got somebody come, but I don't know who it is. And the devices are not connected, so we want to be in our presence here backstage. You know what I mean?
Now, come here. Have you been following this American election by any chance?
The what?
Have you been following the American election,
No,
the
I've
midterms?
not. No, I've not really seen it. Have they fucking called it yet, or what?
It's a total shit. It's a shit show, man. It's 2020 Mark II. It's like it's nuts, man. Even Carrie Lake has lost Arizona by the looks of it, and you got I think they've called that the House for the Republicans. I think they've called the House for the Republicans, but it's still fucking early, man, because they're only going to be counting votes for another 10 years, so we won't be able to make a final conclusion until about fucking 2030, you know, and then we might have the results. Like, it's fucking nuts, man. It's like, um, I mean, it was clearly should have been. It clearly should have gone Republican, all every direction, like, you know. But it's looking like the Democrats are going to win the whole fucking lot again, man. It's like, holy shit, you know. If ever you wanted to split a country up, was like just screw with their election system and fuck with the heads of the people. And but but I think they're going to win the House, which is interesting. They're not going to win the Senate, and I don't
It
think it would.
always happens though, doesn't it? Whoever's in power, when midterms, the opposite get control of the fucking house, and then you know. So they've got. If anybody who gets into power is going to do what they want to do in first 2 years,
Yeah, yeah.
because you know they'll have control of the Senate then, and because that's how it fucking works. It's just perpetual. They just keep leapfrogging each other. Fucking Republicans and Democrats saying, you know, one fucking out presidency, just leapfrogging each other all fucking time. It's just a joke.
Yeah.
But you see, you just recycle people through education system. You recycle them, and they get to think that this is fucking important, and all this shit is important, and it right in, you know, and it only takes an heart attack or something to make you realise that it's just fucking right. Just fucking utter dog shit. They just.
Do you know what the funniest one was? Was your man Fetterman in Pennsylvania, the stroke victim, like, you know, and I'm not going to say how he got his stroke, like, you know, but it could have something got to do with something that we all might be familiar with, like, you know, but he got a fucking stroke. He's barely able to speak. He's about on the intellectual level of fucking Joe Biden right now, you know, and he won Pennsylvania, man. And fucking, how the fuck does that happen, man? It's like,
You went off, huh?
And I feel yeah, I don't know what happened there, man, but I feel bad for Fetterman. It's kind of sad, like, you know, the Democrats are making this fucking thing, like they're running Joe Biden. Clearly, he's not. There's something wrong with him cognitively, you know. He's not all together, like, you know. A lot of people are to like elder abuse, and, you know, I wouldn't disagree with that assessment. You know, in a way, it is a bit like elder abuse, like, you know, because he's not all together. Like, he's not able to string two fucking words together. And now you've got this poor Fetterman guy, like, he's in the same fucking state as fucking Joe Biden, only as a result of 100% perfectly safe and effective fucking treatment, man. And poor guy, he's not able to string a couple of words together either. Like, it seems to me the only qualification you need to make the fucking House or the Senate is, like, just have some sort of mental problems, man, and cognitive issues, and you'll be fine, man. It's fucking weird. You'd almost imagine like they were trying to just.
We've just changed places again. We changed places for some reason. I don't know why, but we're back now.
No,
I didn't. Back where we went.
I didn't touch a thing. I don't know what happened, man. I did notice that I kind of like something happened to my connection briefly there for a second, like, you know. So that there we go.
I have no idea what's going on.
No.
Total hunt. All right, so fucking hell, fire.
Yeah, total cunt.
And what about here? Come here, Jimmy. Did you see that plane crash in Houston?
Oh, Wow.
I've got video. I'm going to play it. Nah, it's
Amazing.
on YouTube. So it's on YouTube. So I'm gonna stick this on. But this way, if you well, I'm not gonna. It's a plane crash, so you know what to expect. I hope. This is at an air show in Dallas on Saturday, I think. But these are World War One planes. It's a World War II fighter planes.
That big one. That's a B. What was that? A B? Was that
B-17?
B-17, right? Yeah. Some crash though. Some fucking crash. I mean, think about that.
They were doing a teardrop formation, and they should have been at different altitudes. But what happened was, sorry, I'll turn it off. What happened was the fighter jet came in, it banked too sharp, so he banked too steeply, and he lost altitude. So. Okay. Because he's banking so steeply. Of course, if you're going at an angle, you lose altitude. The greater angle, the quicker you're losing altitude. And he's banked too steeply and lost altitude. And the B-17 was in its blind spot, so it just weren't able to see it. It's terrible. 6 people dead.
I mean, if you actually had a goal of trying to crash that small plane into that fucking B-17. You wouldn't have a hope, man. Not a hope if you were trying to fucking do it like, deliberately. Like it'd be nearly impossible to fucking do. That was fucking crazy crash, man. And there was quite a number of people killed in that, I believe. Was there 4 to 6 people killed or something?
6 people killed. Yeah, there were 5 people in the B-17, the crew, and they were the guy who fighting in the fighter. So, yeah. Terrible, and it were an air show as well. And it's, I think there's going to have to be an inquiry, and I think that they're going to have to raise the minimums. I think, but anyway,
I wonder, Jay, how much responsibility could a totally safe and absolutely effective treatment pay in such an incident? Like it makes you wonder, like, because we're like people have been talking about this for some time, that like we have a serious problem like with pilots, and we've got an awful lot of pilots coming out and saying that there's something really fucking wrong with the pilots on in service now at the moment because of what they were forced to fucking do with these totally safe and effective fucking treatments.
Do you know what? There's more and more pilots flying light aircraft. Private pilots that are crashing recently. I think I'm talking about in America, the United States, because that's where the guy that I watch is, and he collects all data. And I think in September there were 28 people killed. So that's 28 fatals. That's 28 incidents and with fatals. So, and sometimes there were multiple. So, but that were in September. So he's trying to do stuff and get things in place, but for extra training for people. But because there just seems to have been an increase in people crashing and people, making mistakes, not being able to concentrate properly.
That's probably. I don't even want to suggest what might be fucking going on, because I don't know. I'm not qualified to even talk about it. It's like the sports people, for example, Jay. I would love. No, a better example, right? A better example would be the doctors in Canada, right? Apparently, we're up to about 80 or 90 doctors in Canada, which seem to have sort of like met an early demise. No, I was looking at an interesting article there a couple of weeks ago where it actually broke down um, the general numbers that you'd see in a normal year prior to, say, 2019 over a few years, and we had like something like 90 doctors in Canada suddenly died recently, and if you look at the numbers over the last 5 years, it didn't seem to. It was up a bit, but it didn't seem to be excessively up. Like, but can we trust the fucking data that we're given? Like, and I think we're in a very weird place. That we can't trust any fucking numbers. We can't trust any fucking figures. It's like it's very, very hard to make sort of like a reasonable assessment of what the situation is or what might be fucking going on because we can't trust the data we're getting. It's like weird fucking place to be, man. Very, very weird.
Yeah. Good night to Robert. Robert, he's saying good night in chat room. Good night to you, mate. Hopefully see you on his show tomorrow. He'll be on at 8 o'clock on this channel and on Health Freedom UK. Support him on both. It's I don't know what he's doing tomorrow. I can't remember what he said.
He's got an interview. He's got an interview with somebody.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got an interview. In fact, it's on. I can't see it because it's fucking all the time.
Shit, I can't fucking remember, man. I might be able to bring it up here and tell it.
Matt Rosk
okay.
of Cultivate Elevate. Okay, so that's Matt Rosk. That's ROESKE of Cultivate Elevate. So that's going to be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. It's already in the room. So
who's the fucking idiot?
It's funny. He said that after chat. Cheers, Robert. Anyway, so see Robert's show tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Yes, good idea from Earache. Oh no, we're Earache. Mahatma Leveland saying that helicopters should come with pre-fitted ejector seats to ensure safety. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, how would you do that? Like eject them up through the roof and through the propeller somehow?
Who knows? If we spliced up, Although somebody were killed last month. What they'd done, they were a passenger in a Cessna, a single engine Cessna. It rotated on front, with blade on front, and what they'd done is they'd stopped and pulled up, and he just got outside a plane and then walked forwards, and the engine was still on, straight into rotor blades.
Holy shit!
Dead straight away. So that's a similar sort of thing. So that did happen last month in the United States of America. Speaking of United States of America, let's speak to Nay, Black Sister, aka also known as
Hitler.
K.A. AK as A No Nay Une Taylor Bumler. Good evening. How are you?
Doing all right, Jason. Just getting by.
So, the cost of living's going up. Have you noticed? Have you noticed it's more expensive to get your windows cleaned?
No.
Right. Okay. So, what do you get a guy coming around to do it?
No, his mum does it.
Yeah, she does.
Do you get a guy coming around to do it, or
no? We don't really clean our windows.
And do you take them off?
Take them off
when they're doing it, cleaning your windows?
No idea what you're talking about.
You take them off.
No.
So you're stood there, right, and your mum's there like that, cleaning your windows.
We don't usually clean windows.
You don't clean windows?
Not usually, no.
How do you see? What you can't? How do you see through them then?
They never really need to be cleaned there with them. They're perfectly fine.
Okay. All right. So we've cleared that up. So no, you've not noticed a difference then in the cost of living with your windows being cleaned?
No.
No. All right. So what do you know?
Oh man, this midterm election, man.
Yeah, go on. Tell us. Tell us how
Yeah,
exciting
tell us,
it is.
man. Yeah, wicked.
Oh man, just delaying the election results by how long now? Over a week now.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, it's always in the key states, and the Democrat Party has really just become like just like the assaulting force at this point. I mean, of course, almost the entire mainstream media supports them as well. There's and now they're of course they're throwing around the rhetoric of election denialism. The Trump like, oh, if you think that these elections are stolen or anything like that, then you're a Trump supporter. But beyond that, the Republican Party has its heads are just absolute dog shit. Quite frankly, they're selfish, arrogant pricks. And I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about like Michael Cohen's and all of them, people who are more
McConnell.
Yeah. Those people.
Right.
They're more interested in lining their own pockets than they are actually getting a decent campaign out. They focus so much on fucking Alaska instead of here's the thing what the Democrats like to do. The Democrats like to go door to door and basically try to talk to people and get them to and basically coerce them into getting out and voting for them. Whereas the Republican Party more like to do the campaign slogans rather and basically just hope that that Americans are not lazy enough to, actually vote or etc. And the Democrats have a much more functional way of gaining votes rather than Republicans who just hope for the best. And like I said, their heads are just instead of focusing more on trying to get votes and trying to get campaigns going and all that, they're more focused on just lining their own pockets, which has ended up hurting the party as a result. And pretty much the entire Republican Party hates its current heads at the moment. And of course, you have your Mike Pence as well, who is a huge supporter.
Problem with being in a cult, though, you're stuck with fucking leader, aren't you?
No, you're stuck with dickheads.
If you're in a cult, that's what they are. It's essentially what they are. They're a cult.
No, more or less, yeah. But yeah, you have Mike Pence as well, former vice president under Trump, who was a huge supporter of Liz Cheney, the daughter of Dick Cheney, the war criminal, who are probably the most left, quote unquote, Republicans you could ever see.
That seems to be, though, Uni, a big problem, though, because I know a lot of people were holding out a lot of hope that, that the Republicans might win, sort of maybe 51 or 52 seats in the Senate, But I have to say, when you think about it, the way the Republicans normally vote, I've seen several bills go through there over the last year or two, being proposed by Democrats, and where you got your Republicans, you've always got 4 or 5 Republicans who will break rank and go vote with the Democrats. The Republicans don't seem to have that kind of unity that the Democrats have.
No, they don't.
They don't have that fucking cohesion, man, and they don't have that solidarity. They won't stick with each other like the Democrats do. That's one thing I will give the fucking Democrats. Right?
Yeah, but blind fucking following and doing that shit, it's just fucking nonsense. I don't think it's a virtue, is it? Spanish Chicken, evening, mate. How you doing?
Very Spanish.
Evening, Jace. Evening, Uni. Taylor. Evening,
You're going to regale us with a tale of a ridiculously large turd you removed from somewhere today?
But before we talk about that, though, I do want to mention one more thing about the midterm elections.
One more thing, then. He interrupts at best times, doesn't he? Old, he don't get a fucking joke when it's on his fucking face. Fucking. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
But yeah.
Spanish,
So
you'll be next. Right, Uni, go
the
on.
Republican
Uni needs
Party.
to talk. He needs to talk about the midterms. It's very important. Go on.
Yeah, the Republican Party has also been in a bit of a turmoil at the moment from this whole DeSantis versus Trump debacle that's been going on. It's but by the way, I just want to say everyone's going on the whole DeSantis for going for 2024, and I just want to say real quick. First of all, I'm not a DeSantis fan, but regardless, DeSantis has never said publicly or privately that he wants to run for 2024. That's a load of shit. So, yeah, so that's just to get that out of the way. And also the whole idea of him stabbing Trump in the back. Well, here's the thing, is that the Republican Party really want their primary candidate to be DeSantis. They want to move away from Donald Trump as much as possible, mainly because of the media's portrayal of Trump and how everyone is being made to look at the Republican Party as being quote unquote conspiracy theorists and corrupt and a danger to our democracy and shit. And so, yeah, the Republican Party are trying to move away, trying to move as far away from Trump as possible, or at least the establishment type Republicans are like, your Michael Cohen's, your Liz Cheney's, all of them. They're trying to move away from Donald Trump. And even DeSantis is trying to do that to an extent as well. And that's why they really want him to be their candidate. But I don't see DeSantis running for 2024. He has Florida, and he has no interest beyond that. So this whole hype is just is on false shoulders at this point. Oh, and Trump has said that he wants to run for 2024, but that's no surprise. So,
well, you know what? Thank you for that, Yoni. That's cleared that up on it, lads. And no, genuinely, half of them people don't really know, but yeah, cheers for that, man. What were you saying? Oh yeah, Spanish chicken. Yeah, here he comes. The cherry on top. The crowning third in the water pipe. Here he is, Spanish chicken. He's going to fucking berate us about crypto. I know he is.
Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Totally
Okay.
wrong. I wouldn't do that. Sorry, Uni. I fell asleep for the last 5 minutes. What did you say?
Oh, come on, that's not very nice, is it? Uni. Yeah, no, don't ignore him, Uni. He's just in one of them moods. You can tell.
I couldn't give a flying fuck about the midterms. Really couldn't.
I know you can't, but Uni's here and he wants he's had his piece, and don't just like let him be, we don't have to disrespect him, do we? Come on,
It'll
Spanish.
all be much better when Trump comes back to entertain us.
You disrespect me as much as you want, but just leave everyone else alone. Fucking hell, I've seen you. You fucking have a right go at everybody.
I do not.
Yeah, you do, man. I heard all about you last night. You come.
Oh.
I'll have a word with you about that now in a few minutes when we go offline. I heard what you were saying about me.
I was probably drunk.
Me too. But
Yeah.
actually,
Anyway, respect each other. I have a go at Uni, but I'm allowed to because I give him a platform.
well, I'm personally very, very interested in the American midterms, and I'm very, very interested in what happens to America. You might say I have a vested interest, and I might rattle on about America a lot here, but I do have a very, very vested interest in the outcome of what happens to America, and I want to see a good, strong America come out with this eventually, and I see it happening. I don't know about Trump. I think Trump is kind of sort of like he's setting the stage. I don't know what's going to happen with him. He might not come back, but it would be very, very interesting if he got fucking if he was brought in as the Speaker of the House, man. That would be a big kick up the fucking hole to the whole fucking lot, man. I don't know what's going to happen now, but something's going to happen over the coming months, man. And I would not be at all surprised to see Trump take over Nancy Pelosi's gavel. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Oh dear, that's another thing, isn't it? Nancy Pelosi and her husband and
Yeah.
that weird thing with fucking hammer and everything. Let's have. We've got Spanish on. He's not even said out yet. He's not had. Yeah. Go on. Come on. Let's Testament Spanish. This is your moment.
I
to
got nothing
shine,
to- I
to
got nothing
put
to say about
Bristol on the
America.
map.
I take it off the map. Take it off the fucking map. Putin, please
You-
take it off the map.
Is
Yeah.
Bristol that bad though? Come here, it can't be that fucking bad.
It's a bit like Longford, really.
Have you been to Longford?
No, only from what
Are you-
you said.
I'll tell you what, Longford is just full of fucking tinkers, man. You know, it's like it's like an encampment, right? That's what it is. It's
No,
like-
Bristol's for
Bristol's
students
not
now.
like that.
It's just a lefty woke. It's just lefty woke central.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, well, they ripped the
Okay.
statue down, didn't they? They'd done all that sort of stuff and all
Oh,
those protests.
Criminal
Yeah.
damage.
What's that?
Criminal. It's amazing, isn't it? It depends what your cause is. You can get away with all sorts of shit. You can chuck fucking afterbirth on fucking Mona Lisa if it's about oil and shit like that. But you know, if it were me, you know, well, perhaps not me, but I
That
don't think
just
I'd get
that
anywhere
just
near.
oil lot. They're a load of fucking idiots. You see the people dragging them out the streets. I put a load of cable ties in my motor. And I said to one of the lads, I said, if we're going down the road and they're on the M32 and they're all down the end, I said, we'll just go down. Instead of dragging them off and watching them walk back down and sit down, I said, I got a load of cable ties on the dash. What we'll do is drag them off and we'll cable tie the bastards to the railings. And then he won't be able to get off again. And then everyone will be able to go amongst their business. Why no one's thought of cable ties in London, I don't know. Just cable tie them together to a lamppost.
Yeah, but nobody wants to because they're the squealy fucking types, aren't they? They're the ones that are going to fucking scream blue murder when you know when you're not even fucking doing it to them. So tying their hands behind putting cable ties on them, that'd be fucking false imprisonment and all sorts of shit. You just want to just go and boot them in fucking head so they don't remember all.
I think that might be a little bit worse.
No, I don't think so. Well, all right then, perhaps
Well,
not.
get their glue off them and glue them all together. Glue them all
It does
together.
make you fucking think like, you know what I mean, when you can see that they're idiots.
You don't think this is real, Jace? That's an operation. That's got to be.
Of course, it's an operation. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
No one sat in Surrey thinks one day, right, I'm going to get up and join this fucking madcap Just Stop Oil thing, because everything in your life is oil.
Well, that girl that got up on that fucking gantry over at one of the motorways.
She was an actor.
She'd been fucking everywhere. She'd been around the world, fucking flying everywhere. And
She was.
you know,
Someone found her. She was an actor or an actress, I should say. Well, it could be an actor. It depends how she
you can't
identifies.
say actor. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You know that I get to change its subject just a little bit. We've only got a few minutes left, but change its subject just a little bit, right? Today, I had this form to fill in for this scan that I'm having tomorrow, right? And it were like a 12-page form about, you know, what fucking spasticated you are and all that.
You're not fucking pregnant again, are you?
Yeah, I am. That's one of my fucking bones are.
They're going to ask you, aren't they? Are you pregnant?
And you know what it said? It said on fucking one of them, on last page, it said women only. And I thought, hang on a minute, fucking hell. Does this mean I'm not allowed to read it? Does this, you know? And then it started asking questions about menstruating, and I thought, well, fucking men can menstruate now, can't they? You know, you try saying that. Why is it for fucking women only? Men can menstruate. So, you know, I thought, well, I might complain about that, see if we can get it a bit more fucking.
You know, the world's gone mad when they're putting sanitary products in male student toilets. You know, the world's gone mad.
Oh yeah, fucking hell, yeah.
Did you hear that about that? That was on the news. I was listening to it. I was cleaning up the garden earlier I think it was Monday morning. I thought I'd do a bit in the garden because it gets dark too early. So I clean up all the leaves. I think it's Talk Radio LBC. And apparently this copper, head of the Met, is wearing this menstrual vest. So he's wearing this vest around all the time to express how men should, you know, feel how women are when they're menstruating or going through the change or whatever it is. And I'm saying, this is the bloke who's in charge of he's head of the Met and he's anti-terror. That's his role. He's the anti-terror boss. And you think, what's this fucking idiot wearing this for? Shouldn't he be worrying about who's going to blow something up?
What the fuck is a menstrual vest?
No, but something is going to blow up, though. His fucking penis.
What's a menstrual event?
It's either menstrual or what's it called? Menopausal. It might be a menopausal vest. Sorry,
Right.
I ain't got a clue what one of those are either.
Okay.
It's like wearing a haversack back to front, but he's wearing it and going to meetings.
Right. Never
Fucking
heard of a menstrual
bonkers,
event.
and he's in charge of fucking our terror.
They're
Do you
all
not hear that?
mental. They're all mental. We've got fucking racist mold on Sky News.
Yeah, I've even it's gone so bad, Jace. I've decided that I'm not going to be fucking racist anymore. I'm going to give all that shit up. I think I'm going to become a libtard, right?
I never thought I'd get me CDs out again, but I got a load of CDs out when the Queen died. So when I went down, took my mum down to Cornwall, see my brother, I couldn't listen to that shit on the radio. It was there. Do you know what? I couldn't find. I bought a motor about 4 days before, and I couldn't. I thought it's got no CD player. But it turns out if you press a button, the whole of the front comes out, turns, and there's a CD player underneath. I drove all the way down, all the way back, flicking through stations, trying to avoid the Queen's fucking death, being dragged down from Scotland in a box in an illuminated car. And I couldn't find a CD player, but I got the CDs now. So when the news is real stupid, I just whack a CD on now. Can't be arsed with it. Can't be arsed with it.
Okay, it's good technology, isn't it? Technology is great. You know, being able to just whack a CD on.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, now.
Blot it out. Blot it all out.
Just get rid of it, man. It's all got to go. I've just looked on fucking Sky News. It says about, here we go. This is just the fucking most fear that they can get out of it. You know, it's coming to Christmas now, isn't it? So Christmas time, you know, they'll lighten it up a bit, and they'll be saying, you know, they're going to target climate change is going to target somewhere. You know what I mean? It's going to target Meadowall.
It's going to target your pocket. That's the only place it's going to target.
Yeah. Poland raising readiness of military units after Russian missiles feared to have hit NATO territory. Experts suggest likely response. Ukraine.
Oh yeah, by the way, that Russian missile was an anti-aircraft missile shooting at a Ukrainian fucking jet, by the way.
It's a load of bollocks.
Hang on a minute. They're fighting on the east of the country. How the fuck does it travel all the way across Ukraine and into Poland?
Actually, here's the latest, right? Here's the latest, and you're not going to
shot
hear.
out of Belarus.
You're not going to hear too much about this anywhere. Russia and America are in negotiations now at the moment over Ukraine. From what I'm hearing, it's been going on for about a month now already. So anything that you're hearing happening in Ukraine, got to be taken with a pinch of salt. It's all bullshit, right? It's like, look, this is all fucking organized. This is all fucking sorted. There's going to be no major fucking escalation. It's
It was
all fucking
either late last week, Jimmy, or early this week. The first time Zelensky mentioned peace. We are ready for peace.
Yeah,
first time
they're
it's been
ready
mentioned.
now. They're ready now. But like the truth of the matter is, this was all decided quite some time ago. It's all been just a little bit of a show for everybody, just to keep everybody a little bit on edge, right? It's cool. I love the way they play this game. I have to say, I'm really starting to appreciate the game. Right?
It's a good game, isn't it? You've got to watch it carefully. But the clues are all there. You can fucking crack it, and you can, you know what I mean. Your clues are all there. It's all. You've got to play. It's how you play the game, and what intent you play the game with.
Yeah,
I still think Europe has suffered with energy this winter, power cuts, all that sort of stuff.
No, it's not going to happen. Spanish. No, it's not
I
going to
don't
happen.
think it'll happen either.
No, it's not going to happen. I wouldn't worry about it. Just go out and spend all your money on fucking worthless batteries. Fucking you won't fucking need anyway. So go ahead. It's
no, just get some candles. There's no problem. No, I'm being fucking ready. If you want some candles, have some candles ready. Have something ready for if it does happen.
I'll get me Christmas lights out then.
Too bad.
I might even get that massive Santa Claus racing across the roof sled fucking image thing going.
Yeah.
As my old granddad used to say, during the Crimean War, what was I going to say? I'm going to say something then, right? Fucking like, you know, it was going to be one of them quotes that you'd see on that people would quote, and then it, you know what I mean? With, I can't fucking
During the
remember.
war.
There
Yeah,
you
during
go.
the war.
Sci-Hop has got it there in fucking just a couple of words. It's a fake AF wag the dog war.
Yep,
That's exactly what it is. You know.
And do you know what? If we're wrong and it's not, and they fucking nuke everything, who's gonna fucking know any? I'm not gonna go afterwards and go, oh shit,
I'll
we're
tell
wrong
you what.
about that. Well,
Hang on a minute, guys. Is this proper advice? Because I'll cancel my order with Atlas shelters from my nuke shelter.
well, fucking, what do you want a nuke shelter for? What do you want to survive a nuclear fucking bomb for? You know, this nuclear bomb shit. Why do you want to survive that? Have you seen Threads? And that were fucking 40 years ago. So fucking, you know, imagine what they could do now if they could do it at all.
Nah, all you got to do is hide in the fridge. I've seen it on a TV movie.
Yeah, hide in the fridge.
It's got to be one of
It's
those big
suffocating.
American fridge.
I've seen it. What was it? What was that?
It was
Fucking-
Harrison Ford in one of those. Was it Raiders of the Lost Wank or something like that? Wasn't it? One of those.
Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah, one of those things. Yeah, he ends up in a town full of fucking dummies, and he's thinking, "What the fuck's this?" And it's a scene from where they're going to sort of drop a nuke and then go back and look at what happened to the houses. So he gets in the fridge and gets blown 8 miles down the fucking road. But he gets out. So, but then I'm not quite so sure because Charlie the cat used to do an advert on TV. Children don't fucking play in fridges. Don't know if you remember that. You've got to be an old git to remember those Charlie says
I didn't trust that company.
Government information things.
And it trust him, that cat. It would have right if fucking, you know, that cat's clearly an adult cat, innit? Right?
I was a bit worried for him when he fell in that canal in Manchester. He couldn't see a thing.
Don't talk to people you don't know. Fucking hell, Charlie. I didn't need you. I didn't need a fucking cat to tell me that. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking 10.
I prefer the countryside code myself.
Jesus Christ, fucking Charlie. Get this end to bed. Let's all go to bed or to after chat, whatever you want to do. It is 2 hours. We've been 2 hours. Thank you for listening this evening. It's been very nice to have your company. I'm always humbled by, you know, the people that listen, the people, the amount of fucking people that want to listen. You know, we just always fucking makes. I always think, fucking hell, there must be some right shit on telly. Fucking right shit.
I wouldn't know.
It's got to be out there. Anyway. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who's listened, and thanks to all the people that take part in the chat as well. Evening, James. I'm going to pop the post chat, the after chat thing in. We'll be around for a couple of hours. But this is what I do. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this for Paula if she's listening. I know she'll probably listen afterwards. But when we're on the after chat, I usually just disappear because, you know, I've been on here for 2 hours and I'll be on for a bit and I will talk for a bit. But then I'll just disappear. So, because saying ta-ra to everybody is like just, it's such sorrow to say ta-ra, hello, bye to everybody. So, and it just breaks my heart and makes me not want to leave. And I really have to my own sanity. So, yeah, I just leave. So it's nothing against anybody.
If you're listening, Paula, get well soon, love.
Yes, get well soon, Paula. Yes, the post-apocalyptic chat.
Chris, in a minute then.
Says, there you go. I think he just about summed it up.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, thanks very much for listening. I'll see you on Friday evening. From me and Jimmy, I'll see you on Friday evening. Don't forget tomorrow night. Dr. Robert is on, and he's got a guest. He's got his guest. I got it up earlier on. His guest is Matt Rusk of Cultivate Elevate. So we'll be talking gardening, that sort of thing. Yeah, not just gardening, but nutrient, all that sort of shit. Far too complicated for me. So don't miss that tomorrow night from 8 o'clock. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jimmy.
Night, Jay. Yeah. Cheers,
And
chat.
Sounds
Fair
has
play.
been spot on tonight, mate. Spot on. Whatever it is you've done, I'll leave it like that.
Look, I haven't a fucking clue. I give up.
All right. Thanks, Uni Taylor. Cheers, mate. Have you got lining up? Have you got lining up some interviews?
Well, the thing is I want to get someone on, but I want to get someone on your show, so that way that the people here can talk to them, but the thing is, I need to be able to talk with you to arrange a date and all that, because I don't want to be I don't want to just arrange for someone to come on your show and at the and inform you at the last second of the day that I tell them to come on.
Right. So what you're saying is you want some of my time.
Sure, we'll put it like that.
My time is very precious to me. It's the most precious thing that I've got. But I will get some time. I will give you some time over weekend, probably, right? And then we'll perhaps set it up for Tuesday. Okay? How's that for you? Okay, so on Saturday. Daytime.
So basically you want me to message you on Saturday, like this upcoming Saturday?
Yes. You may message me on Saturday.
I hope you don't end up regretting this decision, Jay.
Well, all right, cheers, Uni. Cheers to me anyway, Uni, man. By the way, you know your hair like that. You're losing your hair a bit up front, aren't you? You've got a bit of a widow. You look like you've got a Jew hat on. You know, which is ironic, really, isn't it? You know,
not really.
Not
really, Jay, because when you think about it, like, you know, considering his support for the Zionist DeSantis, you know, I'm somehow not surprised.
I know, that's incredible. And Spanish, cheers, mate. Spanish.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're saying to our mate.
Are you still live on TV?
Yes, we're still live. Yeah, we're live on telly, yeah.
Yeah, we're on television right now. We're on BBC.
Not that TV. I went to the toilet. Sorry about that.
Oh,
what were you saying? I missed that.
We're on BBC One right now.
So I've just gone around everybody for a last little word, and now it's your turn.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, enjoy life and be happy. That's it.
Enjoy life and be happy.
Yep.
No finer words uttered on this channel ever before. Thank you very much. See you on Friday. Love you.